Hi everyone, my name's Alysha and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've got a very exciting tutorial for you guys because we are going to be crocheting Maddie's little top that she wears in season 2 episode 6 of Euphoria. I'm loving the show so far. I would love to hear all of your theories and everything, so make sure to put those in the comments. This one's pretty quick. I did it all in one day, so I'm really excited to get started. And so without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to start with a slip knot. And then putting it on my hook. And now you're going to make a chain that's long enough to go from the bottom of your breast to the middle of your nipple. So I'm doing a chain of 20. Alright, and then you're going to loop your yarn over and then go 2 from the hook and make a half double crochet and half double crochet all the way down the row. So just to go a little bit slower, so you yarn over, insert into a chain, pull through 1, pull through 3. And do that all the way down. Now that you've gotten to the end of your row, you're going to chain 2, flip your work, and then do half double crochets back down the row. And do this all the way to the end until you only have, well, go all the way to the end and then stop, and then I'll tell you what to do. So now that we're at the end, we're going to do something a little bit unconventional. So I've put a stitch in every single hole. And so now that I'm at the end, see this little tiny spot just at the back here? I'm going to put 7 half double crochets in that little hole there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we are going to just do half double crochets in the stitches on the back. They might be a little bit harder to find, but you will figure it out, I'm sure of it. And then just keep going and making those half double crochet stitches in those back stitches all the way until you get to the end. And then I will meet back with you again. Okay, so we've gotten to the end, and now we're going to go all the way back around. So chain 2, flip your work, and then just make half double crochets all the way up this side in every single stitch, but then stop when you get to the top. Okay, so I'm getting to the top here, if you can see. So I'm going to keep going until I get to my top center stitch. You can count it out if you like, but I'm just going to eyeball it because I like to live on the edge. And so this top center stitch right here, I am going to actually put 3 stitches into it. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm just going to go down the back side with just normal half double crochets. Until I get to the end. Okay, and so I'll just meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so now that I'm at the end of the row, I'm going to chain 2, flip my work, and then just go up it again with regular half double crochets. And this is actually the row that you are going to repeat over and over again until you have the bra cup size that you want. So just regular half double crochets until you get to the top center. And then when you get to the top center, you are going to insert 3 half double crochets into that top center stitch. And then you're going to go back down the other side with just regular half double crochets. Okie dokie. Okay, so now that I'm at that top center stitch, I'm going to put 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then just regular half double crochets down the back side. And we are going to repeat this row over and over again until you have the cup size that you want. Okie dokie, so I did approximately 21 rows to get my desired cup size, and when I talk about rows, I'm talking like that's 1, that's 2, like going all the way around. So anywho, I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to do one more where I go up the side, but we're going to stop at the top and add our strap that's going to go around our neck. So just going to do those half double crochets until I get to the top. Okay, so now that we've gone up the side and gotten to the top point, now you are going to chain 100. This is going to be the strap that ties around your neck, so it's got to be fairly long. Okay, so I've chained 100, that's what that looks like. And now I'm just going to go back on that chain with a half double crochet. So not in the first loop, but the second loop, inserting my hook, and half double crochet. And so this is going to take a while, so I'm going to do the half double crochets all the way down until I get to here, back to your cup. So half double crochet all the way down, and yeah. Alright, so now that I've done my half double crochets all the way down the string, I'm back to the bra cup. And so now I'm just going to continue on doing my half double crochets down the side. You don't need to do any sort of fancy attachments, just keep doing half double crochets all the way down to the bottom. Nice and simple. Alright, so we are back to the bottom of the cup, and we're just going to chain 2 and make one last row of half double crochet. We're going to go all the way up the side, and then all the way up the strap, and then just snip and tie off. That's the end. Alright, so I've gone up all that one side with the half double crochets, and now I'm just at the end. So, where's my string? There we are. I'm just going to chain one, pull up a little bit, snip, and tie off. So now we're going to work on the panel that goes down this way and comes to a point in the center so that it can lace up. So I want you to fold your bra cup in half and count how many rows there are. So I've got 21, so I'm going to add 10 to that, so I have 31, and that is how many chains that we are going to do. And something else that we're going to do, just to make it a little bit more sturdy, is I'm going to take 2 pieces of yarn and put them together, and I'm just going to pretend like it's just one. So I'm making a slip knot, inserting my hook, and chaining 31. So I have my chain, and now I am just going to yarn over and go into the second stitch from the hook and make half double crochets all the way down the row. And keep doing that until you get to the end. So now that we are at the end of the row, I am going to chain 2, flip my work, and then continue doing regular half double crochets all the way down the row. And we are just going to keep doing rows and rows of half double crochets until we have enough to be the length that you want for your shirt, from under your bust to, I'd say, like the small of your waist. So for me, that is going to be 20 rows. So I'm just going to continue doing just regular rows of half double crochet, and then we will meet back when I have 20. And you can use more or less, it doesn't really matter. And then I will show you how to decrease so it comes to a point at the bottom. Okay, so I have my 20 rows, and now I'm just going to put a clip here so it's easier to see. But now we're going to decrease on every single row, starting on the 21st row, twice on each row. So we're going to decrease on this side and go all the way there, then all the way back, and decrease at the end of that row. New row, decrease at the start, go all the way there, all the way back, and decrease at the end of that row. So we're decreasing by 2 on each row. So I've already chained 2 at the end of my row. And I am going to insert my hook, pull 1 through, yarn over again, insert into the next stitch, pull 1 through, yarn over again, insert into the next stitch, pull 1 through, and then pull through all of those loops. And that is our first decrease. And then we'll just go down the row like normal. Alright, so I'm at the end of the row. I'm going to chain 2, flip my work, and the clip isn't on this side, so we're not making any decreases here. But once we get to the end of the row, you want to do regular half double crochets until you get to the end. Leave 3 stitches, and then that's where we're going to do our decrease. So again, just regular double crochet until there's only 3 stitches left. Okay, so I only have 3 stitches left. I don't know if you can see, but now I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull through 1, yarn over, insert my hook, pull through 1, yarn over, insert my hook, pull through 1, and pull through all of them. It's the end of the row, so chain 2, flip your work, and we're still on the side with a little clippy. So we are going to go in and do another decrease right away. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 1, yarn over into the next stitch, pull through 1, yarn over into the next stitch, pull through 1, and pull through all of those, and continue down the row like normal. You are going to continue decreasing on every single row, just like we have been doing for the past 3 rows. You're going to keep on doing that until you only have 1 stitch left. And so that will make like a little triangle point. So I'm going to continue with that and meet you back once I have decreased all the way. Okay, so now you have your decreases and it comes to a point. Last step is you're just going to chain 1, pull up a little bit, snip, and tie off. And now we are just going to add the little loops to the side so that you can lace it up the front. So again, I'm taking my 2 strands and I'm going to treat them like they're 1. Put it on my hook just like that. And I'm going to start at the bottom and insert, make sure you're going on the flat side. Insert at the bottom here. And we are going to make a slip stitch. So for a slip stitch, don't yarn over, you're just going to pull through and pull through that loop again. Super simple. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then reach over a row or 2 into your hook and make a slip stitch. Now we're going to make 3 slip stitches along the side. So 1, 2, and 3. And then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to find another spot to insert and make a slip stitch. And then 3 slip stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Then 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Insert again. Slip stitch it on. And then 3 more slip stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, insert, slip stitch, 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, and 3, And then last one, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and a slip stitch. Chain 1, pull up a little bit, snip, and tie off. Great. And so it may be hard to see, but now you have like these little loops, see where my fingernail is, to lace through the string once we make the string. So now you just need to make an identical one for the other side, and now I'm going to show you the back panel. So for the back panel, you want to make a chain that is long enough to reach from here to here, because it's going to go like that. So I've already figured it out. For me, that is doing another chain of 31. Lucky how it works out like that. And again, I am going to use 2 pieces together, pretending like they're one, just so that the back is nice and sturdy as well. So I'm making a slip knot, chaining 31, and then we are going to do half double crochets back down it. Alright, so I have my chain of 31, and now I'm just going to do a row of half double crochets. And we're just going to keep doing rows and rows of half double crochets until you think you have enough for when you put together your 2 front pieces, that this piece is going to wrap around all the way from your back to the other side. I'll show you what that looks like on a mannequin. So this is what we're currently working with. We have our pieces together, and then the part that goes around the back, and then we are going to attach our bra cups to these front pieces, and then we'll basically be done except for the lace that goes in between and around the neck. But looking pretty good. This wasn't too long of a project. So I've got my back panel and I've got my 2 side ones. So now what we're going to do is line these 2 up. Just like this, so that they're laying on top of each other nicely. We're going to take a piece of our yarn, make a slip knot, put our hook on it, and then we're going to pick up those pieces so that their edges are lined up nicely. And then we're just going to insert our hook and make a single crochet. And we are just going to single crochet all the way down, making sure to pick up both the front and the back piece so that they come together nice and beautiful. And I'm just going to keep going until I get to the end, and then we can snip and tie off. And then you are just going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side, so you have a piece that looks like this. So we've got our pieces together, and now we are going to add on the bra cups. So again, we're going to start with a slip knot, inserting our hook, and on top of one of the triangle pieces, you're going to line up the bottom of your bra cup with the top of that triangle piece, and we are just going to attach it all the way across, just like this, just with a single crochet like we attach the side pieces. So I have that on my hook, And I'm going to insert in both the front and the back pieces and single crochet. And just do this all the way down until it's fully attached. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side, all the way down until the other cup is fully attached. And once you're done with this, then we are going to make this string that will wrap all the way up from like these center pieces to your neck. So for the strap, we are going to make, I'm using 2 pieces of yarn again. So for the strap, I'm using the 2 pieces of yarn again, making a slip knot, putting it on the hook, and then we are going to chain like a million. This chain needs to be extremely, extremely long because it needs to be able to go up the front and around your neck. So I'm going to try it out. Do a whole bunch of chains, and then once it's long enough, then we are just going to go back over it with a single crochet. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog crying in the background. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, you're going to go over it with a single crochet one way, chain 1 at the end, turn it back around, and then yeah, then you should be done. And then we can loop it through. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. I want to hear also your theories for Euphoria. I'm so excited for the next episode. And make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok just to keep up with my life if you would like to. Bye!